Wetman and Lisa, this is Filthy Off-Road Adventures. Welcome to the final episode of our epic Outback series. We close this huge series with a massive episode, highlighting the need to remain flexible and take setbacks in your stride when you travel these remote roads.
The road north appears open, but I'm not sure what further north is open. I'm not going to go there. Okay. I'm coming for a cuddle.
Oh, don't do that. It's scary. Let's go.
Well, we've just left Broken Hill. We didn't do too much exploring there. We went to this really random tourist attraction yesterday, which...
We went there for the chocolate factory.
We went there for the chocolate factory, ended up paying $17 to have a look at the largest acrylic painting. And I'm not sure how that worked because all we wanted to do was buy fudge and, yeah.
We try to be positive about everything. Don't waste your money. Do not go there.
Yes.
I'll put some footage up now and you can have a look. What do you think?
That is impressive.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I think I'm just after the fudge.
I was going to say, I think we just paid $8.50 each to come and see this for 3 seconds so we can go and buy fudge.
Yeah, I'm just after the fudge.
It's a pity you couldn't actually just get into the chocolate factory without having to come through here, but it's interesting, but I don't think it's worth $8.50 each.
Yeah.
And this is the cinema for the Big Red film. It is...
Interesting.
It's terrible. I'll call it as it is. It's terrible.
Yeah, look, it didn't suit us.
Yeah, true.
It didn't suit us. Other people might find it interesting.
It's basically you're paying to go into a shop.
Yeah, it was
it's a shop
actually.
through the whole way for jewellery and everything like that. And there's some interesting stuff from that point of view. And the painting was big. You gotta give it that.
Yeah.
It was just tacky.
Yeah, it was a wee bit tacky. And then, of course, we went out to the Broken Hill Outback Resort, which wasn't a resort.
Super clean, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was very clean and it was fairly modern.
It was. But my advice there is if you don't have to use electricity, the washing machine, or top up on water, you're better off going to a free camp on the side of the road because you end up on the side of the road and it sounds like you're next to the highway.
It was very loud. We've had better sleeps than free camps by a long way.
Yeah. Anyhow, we don't want to dwell on that, but...
Broken Hill wasn't for us.
No, but we'll give it another chance.
Yeah, definitely.
We just didn't feel the love to explore it this time round. So the rain caught us at Broken Hill and we had to put away a very wet camper and we had to make a decision about where to go, which roads to go.
Yeah.
There is a fair bit of rain around Burke at the moment. We were going to do the cut line. That may be closed by the time we get there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. The websites are really slow, aren't they?
Yeah. So we know that the Silver Highway is open until the Queensland border. So we are heading up the Silver Highway, but we probably will have to have another conversation tomorrow about which way we're going to go from there. So we'll see what we go. No doubt we are going to get rain and mud.
In a world full of sorrow. place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Out of the darkness, a sound. It all seems so harmless. A silver light. Don't you wait until the morning light, the morning light. Far away until you're out of sight, you're out of sight.
You know, you're a bit this way. That's it. It's a bit, not 50 feet. Dork.
I'm coming for a cuddle.
Oh, don't do that. It's scary.
Oh dear.
All right, so sorry, the light's terrible where we are, but it is what it is. We've just had lunch at the Pack Saddle Roadhouse, which has been really nice.
It was really lovely to stop.
Poor girl on her own and doing everything from serving to cooking to everything. She's doing it really well.
I know, amazing, honestly.
Super friendly too.
If you want a good worker, there's one here at the Pack House.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Pack Saddle. Pack House? Pack Saddle.
Pack Saddle. It's pretty cool. So insides, we've done a little bit of B-roll for you to put over the top. It's really, really nice inside. Some pretty cool things in the, I'm assuming it's the bar side of it. Some really cool historical stuff in there. So definitely worth a stop in. It's become a bit of a famous stop, hasn't it? But
It has.
I can see why. It's good service and good food too.
Yeah, I know. So
Yummy.
now on to Tibooburra.
Tibooburra? That's
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. All right, let's get going. The weather it's just hanging there. It's not sure what it's going to do. Oh, I was going to say, as I hear that it's thunder, but it's actually a truck. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it wasn't thunder. All right, let's
Oh.
get going.
That stinks.
Cause you gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget. You gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget. You gotta let know while you can. Don't you wait until the morning light, the morning light.
So we've just pulled over on the side of the road about 60 k's south of Tibooburra, and there's all this purple flower out in the fields towards our left. Matt's just going to go and have a look and see what it is. We're hoping it's not Patterson's curse. If it is, I think this poor farmer's in trouble. But no doubt we'll put some footage up and show you what we've seen. It's actually quite striking from the road.
Far away until you're out of sight, you're out of sight. 'Cause you gotta let know while you can. Gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget. You gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget. You gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget. You gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget. You gotta let know while you can.
So we've made it to Tibooburra. Tibooburra?
Tib.
Tib. It's like Coob. Tibooburra. Basically, we've made it up here, and the weather is kind of held out. It's not bad at the moment, to be honest. It's potentially got a really nice sunset going to happen. You have to get your camera ready, which I'm sure it's already ready.
Yes.
There is some blue sky, which is really, really promising. It's sort of about, been drinking. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon, so we're starting to get low on light. It's everything we saw said that everything was open, and the roads north and the roads basically east and north.
Yep. Open.
East and north, and as I said, they were open. We've paid to come in and camp at this. What's the campground called?
Just the Aboriginal Land Council campground.
Yeah, so it's $20 basically for a car, per couple per car. So, and you can have your dogs here, which is great. And there's a really good walk, which we're going to do tomorrow morning. But the lady there has said that all the roads are closed.
Yes.
So we'll have to see. We might be here longer than we expected, because otherwise we're going to have to go back through Broken Hill.
Look,
a very long way around.
There is conflicting reports of what's open and what's not. So we'll know more at 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, we'll go and see the parks guys and see what they've got to say and find out exactly what's going on. So we're going to leave you with that for now, and we'll see you in the morning. Wherever that may be. Yes. Good night. Where have you gone? I'm missing you lately. You're sitting right there, not so far away. Where do we go? Nobody knows. We'll have to see how this story goes. 'Cause I've been looking for forgiveness. So at least what we're saying about sunsets? That sometimes when you're actually focusing on the sun setting, sometimes it's great to actually turn around to the east and see the reflection of the sun rays. That's unreal. Especially when you've got a real cloudy night like tonight, eh? Yeah. That's incredible. That is incredible. That's the one thing that's amazing. After you've had a rainy period, you just can't beat the skies at night. If it clears up, oh my goodness, look at this out here. Wow. That is just epic. Makes up for Broken Hill. Good morning and welcome to a very, very foggy Tibooburra. We're trying to pack up because we spent quite a bit of time last night. Well, I should say Lisa spent most of the time doing it, but I did a little bit. But she spent most of the time last night just communicating with different people regarding whether the roads are closed, etc. So we're a bit confused because we got told by the lady where we paid the fees for the camping that it was closed. But then when we went to the actual parks building next door, it actually had that it was open. I initially thought that it may have been not updated because it was Sunday, but it's actually Monday. So they would have been open, so it would have been current. So we have also spoken to a few other people who have said that it is open. So we're going to send it. We're going to see what happens. Obviously, if we get there, it will be shut. If it's closed, it will be very clearly marked that it's closed. So we're trying to pack up madly so we can get going. Anyone who has a tent-based camper, like we do, understands the challenge when it's in fog like this. We packed up in light drizzle yesterday, and I can tell you now our tent is wetter this morning than it was yesterday. So we've got the diesel heater cranked to try and get some sort of warmth and try and dry some of the moisture out of the tent, and before we put it away. The good thing is we're going to a campsite again tonight, so it's not like it's put away and going to be going mouldy or anything like that. Just hopefully all our bedding, everything like that stays dry. Anyway, let's get going. Well, we were going to do this walk this morning. We're probably not going to get a chance to do it. We'll see how we go once we've packed up. So fingers crossed we get that done before we go. Okay, let's head back to camp and see Elise. This is the joys of when you've got a camper that you've got to put everything inside and you don't have anywhere to put it at night, so it goes outside. This is all our food containers, and you can just see I just emptied this and it's already filling up with water again just from the fog. Things like the camp light. It's no big deal, it's just water. But the problem is
it has to go in there. So it ends up being a heap of moisture inside the camper, which is, it's no big deal apart from the fact that our bedding goes on top of that and everything like that. So just got to try and minimise that. So it's lots of fun trying to do that on a morning where this fog is just not even thinking about lifting. It's 9:15 and it's still like this.
So we're in the predicament of working out which way to go from here. We've made up our minds already that we're not doing the Gorge Loop Road, which was through the Sturt Desert. So we've canned that because someone said it took them 8 hours to do 200 k's. To do 200 k's yesterday, and we don't want to be stuck in the desert at all.
As much as it makes good YouTube, it's not appropriate, and it's not...
No. However, we do need to get home. So just having a look, this was yesterday at 2 o'clock. Obviously, nothing's been updated since then. I know this is definitely out of date because I was on the internet last night. So this was yesterday.
That's the 2nd of the 8th, that's why.
We've had no rain since 2 o'clock yesterday. So if we actually come down to here, it says the road is open between Tibooburra and Wagnaring. How do I say it? Wagnaring? That place. Okay, looking at Berkshire. Wannering, that's it. We cannot go from Wannering to Burke, so we may actually have to head up towards... what is the name of that town? It's in Queensland. We may have to get up to Hungerford. So this road is caution, but that can take us up to the Hungerford Gate, which get us into Queensland, up to Hungerford, up to Cunnamulla, through St George, Toowoomba, and then home.
So, and where's the Gorge Road? Is that even listed on there?
That's not even listed on here, but if we have a look at over here, this is what worries me.
It says Volcania there.
Yeah.
What cliffs?
If we have a look at where is it here? So this was updated on Friday, but this was even before the rain came through. Yeah. And on Friday,
four-wheel drive only.
Gorge Loop Road was four-wheel drive only. They've had more rain. Yeah. So we've canned that. It's just too silly to go.
It's irresponsible.
So we've had no rain overnight. Let's make a run for Wannering.
I think that's how you say it. I'll put it underneath. I'll put it down the bottom.
I need one of those things that...
the Google Speak or whatever it is.
The Google Speak. Probably should do that before I get in front of the camera. But hey...
That sounds like preparation.
All the trolls can absolutely tease the crap out of me and improve our algorithm.
Yep.
Okay, alrighty. Let's go. This is going to be interesting. It's not going to be pleasant, I don't think.
It's a bit of mud. Nothing some 3/4 worn all-terrains can't handle.
Oh, look, we got trolled last night on Facebook that, they've seen more Jeeps on the back of flatbeds and everything like this.
Than on the road normally.
I can tell you what, our Jeep's going to get through this, whereas other cars won't be able to.
He didn't have much to say when I said our last Jeep did 330,000 Ks and only time we ever put a spanner on it was servicing and also to do mods. He didn't have an answer to that. Anyway, let's go have some fun.
For information of road closures outside of this area, a place called Local Police Station. The following roads in the unincorporated area are closed. The cut line, Tibooburra to Baranda Downs. The cut line, Baranda Downs to Wannering.
Yep.
Corona Road, Tilts to Westwood Downs. Hawker Gate Road, Hawker Gate to Yandama. Waka Road, Yandama to Waka. Cameron Corner Road, Tibooburra to Portville Gate. Turner Gate Road. Noonamata Uracino Road, Milbury to Tiandama Road, Pools Grave Road, and Gumbale to Hewitt Downs Road. The following roads in the unincorporated area are open with caution.
There we go.
Road, medical whitelist,
To the
all-wheel drive only.
Oh, well, there you go. So, as you can see, even though it was supposedly the latest information at the park's information board, we're fueled up, we've come out and ready to go. Even online it was all saying it's open, and we've come out here and that's what we're greeted by.
Yes.
And Lisa's just on the phone to that, and I'll pop a little bit of the message overlay of that, basically, and it's been confirmed that everything's closed.
Yeah. So basically online, it's yesterday at 2 o'clock. So I would say online, yesterday at 2 o'clock, these roads were open. The sign at the National Park says it's open. Come here, these signs are closed. Thought maybe someone just hasn't been able to get out and open them up. Ring this number. It was updated at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
So
Definitely closed.
it goes to show that you must check every single piece of information
Very
while
easy
you're
to
out here.
caught. And like we were saying, I don't know if we've mentioned, I can't remember what we've said to the camera and haven't said to the camera, but obviously we're talking that chapter before that was, he said it took him 8 hours to do 200 kilometres, so we don't want to be in that situation. And plus, at the end of the day, if we do that, we're actually breaking the law, so we'll end up in a lot of trouble if we're caught. So, and we're not like that.
Yeah, now we've actually just, the road north appears open, but I'm not sure what further north is open
That's
past
what we
that.
need to sit
So we
down
need
and
to
look
sit
at.
down and work that out.
Look, there's a high chance we're heading back to Broken Hill.
Yeah.
And if we do that, in all honesty, that'll probably be it. We'll probably just...
And then we'll just jet home.
We're just going to jet home from there. We'll see. For us, that's not dirt, but for us it's about dirt roads and adventure and stuff. Driving on normal bitumen roads just isn't exciting to us. So we will convene in the car where it's a bit warmer, look at maps and see what's open and go from there.
I know, but it's now 10:15 and look at the fog is still around.
Yeah, the fog has not lifted. It's still foggy as hell.
But you know, it is an adventure, and there's no point getting upset because it just
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I was looking forward to a bit of mud driving because I do like seeing that on the tyres, but it is what it is. Let's get in the car in the warm.
And I don't want to go back to work, so I'm happy to ring in and say I'm stuck.
All right, let's see what we can work out. Talk to you shortly.
Yeah, no, they haven't. It's open. See, we've had, with the rain that's been about, we have had a sprinkle compared to everyone else.
Ah.
So it says, open, full drive only, with caution, no towing, speed restrictions and detours.
Okay, alrighty.
So towing, basically, we've got a very small camper trailer. Does that count, or is it's any towing at all?
Any towing at all.
Any towing at all. That's what I want to clarify. Okay.
The thing is, it is the advice given. Now, what I have to tell you is people do what they want to do, but you have to be aware that if something happens while you are towing and the advice is no towing, you are uninsured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good advice. I think we'll head back down to Broken Hill and go home that way.
Looks like we're going to bitumen drive home.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That's why we want to check. We're risk adverse. We'd rather be sensible about things. That's why we're ringing and asking.
And you guys need the rain more than we need to get home. So we'd rather have you guys have the rain and we change our plans.
You don't get to come up this way because you should see the wildflowers. They are just amazing at the moment with the rain that we've had. So maybe next time.
Next time, yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much for your help.
No problem. Drive safe.
Thank
Okay,
you. Bye.
Well, that basically sums it up, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I think let's just whack into Google our home address and call it a day.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I think that's the way it's going to have to be. I don't see any other way. You know, if we were to go against the rules and say tow up there when it says don't tow, valid point. You're not insured when you do that, so it's not worth the risk.
The reason I pay the $100 a month for, actually it's more than that, for the car and the camper, it's about $200 a month. I'm not going to throw that away.
Well, look at prime example, the kangaroo at the start of the trip.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Like, why pay insurance if you're going to do stuff that voids it?
Correct.
So,
it's not worth it. So look, let's see what we can find on the way back. See if there's any cool stuff we can share, and we'll go from there.
I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there's going to be some more fun adventures coming our way.
Yeah, because we're not 5 minutes from home. It's a good couple of days.
Yeah.
So she's just done a quick thing now. What's it say?
Quick thing. We're about 20 hours from home.
20 hours of driving, so let's do it in one go. We've done that before.
And, we go back to Ningen. Moree. Basically just the way we've come. I think we'll have to change that up a wee bit.
Yeah, well, let's see what we can work out. We'll work out a bit of a different route and we'll see where we end up.
Yay, let's go.
Right. The obligatory big sign. It's actually, I like the way they do the signs out here.
Yeah.
They're very cool. They've got a little scene of a muster. A modern muster, well I suppose it's the old horse there. Modern day muster with the bikes. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
So,
I actually found it really funny. We pulled up and the dog started growling at the... I'm not sure whether it was the sheep or the man or what.
Idiots. We've got intelligent city dogs. So the reason we stopped here was one, Lisa wanted to get a photo of that for Instagram. But we were driving along and Lisa's, as I'm turning around to get the, doing the U-ey here to park up for the obligatory shot, and we've seen this. So road to Cameron Corner, open. Tuna Gate closed, but open to Cameron's Corner. And I think the words, Lisa, was...
Shall we?
Shall we?
Shall we?
Shall we? So we thought, that's definitely doable. We then thought, okay, more importantly, when we get to Cameron's Corner, can we actually get anywhere? So we started looking at that. The first thing we did was rang the 0800 number. And even though this sign says open, the road is definitely closed as of 8 o'clock this morning. So this is a case of where the sign could have got you into trouble a little bit, but that's the joys of this time of year of wet weather out in these country towns, these country roads, because I don't know if you can see this mud, but it is like clay. It's a combination of clay, but it just sticks to everything. It just takes, you can't get it out of your tyres, and you get bogged so quickly. And as you can see, even when you go through it, it's still crap underneath. So it takes such a small amount of rain out here to make the roads basically impassable.
Yeah, so what you got to remember, this was 4 mil of rain.
Yeah, so that's the result of 4 mil of rain. And 4 mil of rain yesterday morning. So nearly, basically, well, it actually would be 24 hours.
Over 24 hours.
Over 24 hours of 4 mil of rain, and this is what it does. You'd think, it's hard to explain, but it's soft underfoot. You'd think being a desert area that the water would just be soaked up like that, but it doesn't. It just sits on the top. It's quite strange. But you can see how Lisa's got to actually walk around things because she can't go through certain sections because it's just too wet. So look, unfortunately, it is still looking like back to Broken Hill.
Bloody bitumen.
Bloody bitumen. So we are still looking at options. We're sitting here for a bit and we'll just have another look through and to see if there's any way we can get through. But unfortunately, that would have been a really cool way to go. All right, let's keep looking.
Yeah.
You can tell we don't want to go home yet.
So as much as I've been trying to find us a dirt road to travel on that's open, I haven't been able to find one.
It's
So
frustrating.
yeah, it has been. But this area needs rain more than we need dirt roads, so that's okay. So
We've helped them with that.
Yeah, we have helped them with that. We are the drought breakers. So we've obviously headed back down the Silver City Highway. I keep calling it the Silver Highway, but it's the Silver City Highway. Back into Broken Hill where we refueled. Saw another Jeep Gladiator who also was out having some fun, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a really nice build.
It was. And
And a Recon.
in the car park of Woolies, we saw a Recon R2, which was good, so we had a good chat to them. But we've pushed on towards Cobar. We were hoping to get to Cobar tonight, but looking at the GPS, is that a goat or an emu?
It's goatees.
Okay. Looking at the GPS, we're going to be there a good hour and a half after dark, and that's pretty silly to travel these roads after dark. So
Even with all the lights we've got, it's still dangerous with all the roofs, etc. and stuff like that.
yeah. So
That's actually a nice little free camp there.
I've had a look at wiki camps. So we have decided to push for home now. I'm not going to say that the holiday is over, but we're still, I
We're
think
still looking for a way home to go on roads we haven't been on too.
Yeah. I've scrolled through wiki camps. We've got a free camp on the side of the road in about 45 minutes time that we'll have a look at, and then another one in about an hour and 15 that if we feel we can still push on, we'll head to that.
Still gets us in about 2 hours, about an hour sooner than Cobar.
Yeah.
As much as I actually want to push on to Cobar, Lisa's not keen.
Yeah, so we'll see. There's not a lot of roadkill on this road. So,
You touch wood, thank you.
well, that's what you do. Oh, there's some right there.
Yeah. Touch wood. The one advantage for us though, to be fair, is that we have got the sun behind us. So it gives us a lot better visibility because we haven't got that blinding sun in front of us. So it does help us when it gets to the lower light like this.
Yeah, so I actually think the next time we speak to you,
We'll be Camper Cobar.
I'm wondering, we might be anywhere. We might not even be in the three places that we said, but I just got a little inkling that someone is just going to push through to Cobar. So
We'll see.
you've got to remember why we started this YouTube channel. One, we were looking for another hobby
Capture
other
goats.
than mountain biking, but we also discovered that you gave Matt a video camera and it slowed him down. So instead of just rushing from A to B, he'd actually pause and enjoy the journey and film things along the way. I think that new and improved Matt is not sitting behind the driver's wheel at the moment, and I've got old crusty Matt sitting there, and we are going to push
It's
on.
pretty crusty if you look at the beard. I need a trim. I didn't bring my razor with me.
Hey, you're on holidays. Anyhow, it's just us and a whole pile of wild goats.
Oh my god, how many goats are there? It is ludicrous.
Yeah, so hopefully I'm actually not so worried about hitting a friggin' kangaroo. I'm more worried about hitting a wild goat.
Look at this beautiful light. Beautiful, beautiful light. Alright, see you in Cobar.
In about 900 metres, we're coming up to the first rest area that I would like Matt to consider stopping at. We're down to 500 metres.
So 500 metres?
On the right. So it's on your side.
This side?
The right side.
That side?
Right.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for the
See,
signs.
and look, there's the sign there.
Oh no, I've missed it.
Rest area.
Oh. I saw I was going a bit fast for it.
And there it goes.
I was a bit sorry I was going a bit fast that one.
Okay, so the next one is in about half an hour's time.
Is it
Meadow
Lily
Glen. What did it say? How many kilometres?
Meadow Glen, I think it's at 45.
Okay. Alright, let's see if he'll stop then or we'll end up in Cobar. Don't love my chances of him stopping before Cobar. Okay, so the second rest area that I would like to stay at is probably 400 metres away. Are we going to stop, Matt? As you can see, we're well and truly in the dark. So here we go. I can see the sign. Is that it there?
Oh, it's full. It's got trucks.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
There's
There
trucks
it
though.
is. And the next rest stop.
Oh look, next one's right. That's Cobar.
Cobar.
So might as well move to the next one.
You're under interrogation there, Mr. T. Okay.
It gives us a later start tomorrow,
So,
and we'll definitely that way we'll push on in 2 days to home.
yeah.
And tomorrow and the day after is then actually a smaller day.
We are only 63 k's from Cobar, so about
Yeah.
66 k's from the campground. So, yeah, let's see how we go. Should be getting it at 7:30. Don't you love those people that arrive late at the campgrounds?
And they've got a squeaky forward fold camper to put up.
Yeah, wonderbar, wonderbar. Okay, see you in Cobar, I'd say.
Told you.
Yeah, wonderful.
I predicted it.
I thought I killed off this Mr. rushing from A to B, Matt, but no, here he is. Oh well. No more video
Here's
camera.
Matty.
No more video cameras for you.
Oh, I got enough. Said no one.
Said no one. Yes. Probably can't see my face, but behind me is the Ampol of Cobar because we've driven through. Hooray.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Whew. It's not too bad though, is it?
No, it's not too bad. It was expected to be a flat 0 today.
Yeah. So it's much better than that. So welcome to Cobar again.
Again.
For the second time this trip.
Yes. A little bit unexpected, but here we are.
And we stayed at the old reservoir, is that right?
Old
It was a little bit confusing to where to come into last night because it's not particularly well marked. And
And
we
s-
came in at what, core date?
Yeah, and someone kept driving. We had the opportunity of setting up in the daylight at another place, but no,
But
we came on
it's-
through.
Look, we had a wet camper yesterday, so my thinking was, there was thinking behind it.
Was it?
Because we were hoping that it was going to be a nicer day today, and the hope was to try and get the camper at least a little bit drier. So as we get closer to home, it's important to have it dry, because unfortunately in the unit complex, it's not that easy to open and air out. So, and we've got a slightly late start, it's 9 o'clock, so it's actually pretty much dry now, which is good. So that's a win,
Yes.
yes. So what's the plan today, Chief Pilot?
The plan today is up to Burke, over to, now you're going to ask all these places that I mapped out. Bree, do you want me to go get my phone?
Sure.
So I know where, stand by.
Hang on, pause.
Yeah, you see, I think,
Oop.
ooh, tripping you over. Tripping me over, I should say. Alrighty. Wiki Camps takes ages to. I did a little bit of routing in Wiki Camps last night, just so we have an idea of.
To work out the best route.
Yes, look, I haven't had a good. I'm not going to go there. Okay, so up to Burke, over to a town called Brewarrina, and then up to, I think,
Should have got you to screen record.
Dirrabandi.
To Dirrabandi?
Yeah, up to Dirrabandi, I think. Oh no, Gududja. through Hebel, up to Dirranburndy, down to Thallon, I think I'm going next, and into Goondiwindi. So I'm aiming for Goondiwindi tonight, driver.
Sweet. Done. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit the, sadly, blacktop.
Yeah, it's all blacktop. I think I
That's
found that much section of dirt road to go on.
Which may not even be that anymore, we'll see.
We'll see.
But look, there's a few little things that are potentially on the way, which we're going to see if we can stop and check those out. And we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how much of an episode we make out of this, or how much of content we create. So let's go and explore together.
Let's go.
This is all new roads to us.
Yes. Let's go.
All right, I've been told, let's go. I just got to do my final walk around. That's actually broken, I've got to fix that. Handbrake off. All right, it's time to hit the road. Let's go, guys. Well, welcome to Burke. This is their silo art, and as impressive as the top stuff is, personally I actually think this Aboriginal stuff around the bottom is amazing. I think it's actually more impressive than the stuff up top. So it's just beautifully done. Very, very nice. Definitely worth a stop if you're coming in. I'd love to get the drone up. There's a lot of people around. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it would be, I think, very nice, particularly on sunset. Anyway, so if you're coming through Burke, come and check it out. So I'm not sure if this is going to work if I've got the good camera. So this is Burke, and this is the historical wharf. So it's actually really pretty. The river is a lovely shade of green, and there's actually black cockies all through these trees up the back here. You can probably hear them. I hope the wind's not too bad because I haven't got the proper mics here. So the big they do actually say do not let your dogs drink the water. So the water is obviously pretty yucky. But this is beautiful. It's a really pretty place. And look at Lise. Surprise, surprise. She's got a camera in her hand. There's some birds around, so she's got the camera out. But the girls, give a chance for the girls to have a bit of a stretch. Hey, girls. But yeah, it's actually quite pretty. There's a lot of bird life around here.
Yeah.
That's as much as you're going to get out of Lisa. Yeah.
That step's uneven, so this works down.
This is cool.
It is cool, isn't it?
Stairs are not the most even. Oop. Just got to be careful of a few holes in the ground. She doesn't go on any stairs, but these are definitely challenging stairs to go down for anyone who's not particularly able. could be, they could actually do quite a bit down here. I'm actually not going to take the girls down purely and simply because of this one. We'll definitely try and get in the water, and this one will definitely try and drink the water. So I'm not going to take them any further towards the water. That's probably about it. Unfortunately, this town has some challenges, and I think it's a bit obvious down here. All right, guys, let's go back up. There's black cockies. There we go. They're flying, bub. See them?
Oh, cool.
How big he is. Hey, buddy. I don't want to get too close and upset you too much.
Oh, wow.
He is huge. He's big. He's just upset now. Not going to upset him, he's annoyed. So, but we saw him coming along. He was huge. He honestly looked like a bloody wombat. That's probably one of the biggest echidnas I've seen. So we've just left the Fallon silo out, hey?
Yeah. It's
definitely Insta-verse reality, in my opinion.
It's too far off the road to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's look, I understand it's part of a working site, so I do understand the restrictions, but you just can't get near it, so you can't even get decent footage. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing. The whole area of Fallon is really wet, like super wet. Yeah,
we were going to pull into a beautiful free camp, but yeah, it just
it's like
too
you'd
boggy.
See people had been getting bogged, like it was really bad, which is pity because it was gorgeous. The creek, or creek, I'm assuming it's a creek, not a river, was absolutely beautiful. We're realistically unlikely to get to Goondiwindi tonight. We might, but it's going to be about 6:40 tonight.
Look, the thing is though, Goondiwindi, there's no free camps in or around the town, and I've had enough of caravan parks.
Yeah, I'm with you. So we're just going to push on. You think you found one that's about halfway?
Yeah, I think
dirt
so.
road, by the way.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not too sloppy.
Yeah, so we're at Daymar, so we're just about to hit dirt road at Daymar, and I think there's a nice free camp about 80 k's from here, just as long as it's not too sloppy as well.
Yeah, this looks, just looking at the road, it does look a bit wet. As in, you can see the, what's saying, wetness on the bitumen, but we'll see.
Look out for the roadkill.
Poor bugger. And I just put Jerry in and didn't actually strap it down because we said we're going to be on blacktop all the way.
I don't think this goes for long.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, look, it's been a big day.
Yeah, but we did stop at that really nice town where we got lunch. That was amazing.
That was really cool, actually, and what
so
a menu.
Friendly, and the menu was great. And I tell you what, everyone in that town was so friendly.
Yeah.
It was, we spoke to...
We spent quite a bit of time talking to people. We spoke to the cop, we spoke to salesman who was going through.
Yeah, the person who served us at the cafe was really chatty.
Yeah, the photography,
yeah,
drooling over your camera.
There was another lady in the shop that was on for a chat. So it was really lovely experience, actually.
It was a nice little town. Very unexpected because it is a nothing town. And to walk in and have the menu that was at that cafe was incredible, especially for vegetarians and vegans. It was incredible. So
it's up for sale too if anyone's interested.
Yeah, anyone's interested. What was it called again? Muddy.
Oh yeah, Muddy something. Muddy.
I'll pop the name in. It's in. You'll see the video anyway. But I've got to be honest. As much as I didn't strap the fuel down, that does make me happy. Good morning and welcome to your Larrabong. We've come here specifically this morning. So last night we did push on and we got to about 40 k's south, roughly south, sort of more southwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Southwest of Goondiwindi. There wasn't a lot of free camps after that, and it was dark basically by the time we turned up, and there was a lot of roos. So it was unlike the night before. It was a lot sketchier.
Yeah, there was roos, there was pigs, there was echidnas.
Yeah, echidnas and cats. So we decided to pull up stumps and camp there. And this morning we've got up early for once and pushed on because we wanted to get here to see this. Unfortunately, the light is probably in exactly the wrong spot. But this is probably the most spectacular silo art that we've seen anyway. So enjoy.
Myself when I'm stressed and upset. You know me better than anyone I know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All the years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises. Breakups, bumps in the road, we've been until we break. We keep crashing down, but baby we got up. Yeah, look at us now. After all these years, yours and mine, it's you and I.
So this is the last site we're visiting to wrap up our epic journey of 22 days. We didn't quite make it to the 7,500 kilometres.
No, we're going to be about 7.2 by the time we finish.
About 7.2, but of course we hit that kangaroo and we didn't get to see everything that we wanted to see. Unfortunately, we didn't get to Lake Torrens. We didn't get to Warren Gorge, which is another walk I wanted to do. And there's a few other things that we sort of had to breeze past because once again we jammed too much into our days.
Definitely the learnings are, I mean obviously it's going to be different come May, but definitely for us and we've had a long discussion in the car, is we definitely try and do too much in one space. So we definitely need to back off the amount of expectations of what we're going to do in a period of time. So that's definitely big learnings for us. So we've definitely missed some things, and what a shame we're going to have to go back.
Yeah, and look, this I know Matt is really upset over the stuff we've breezed past, but the whole reason for this was to get to Lake Eyre and get home. And we did that in 22 days, which was pretty epic, really.
Yeah,
and we did. The whole purpose of this journey was to see water in Lake Eyre and to see a large flock of pelicans.
And we saw that.
Well,
oh, not a huge flock. We certainly saw some big flocks.
I wanted the big breeding flocks, but but we did see some large flocks of pelicans.
We'll have to go back.
I still have to go back for that breeding season.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
But we saw water in Lake Eyre South.
Well, I was going to say, we technically saw it in both, just that we saw it up close in Lake Eyre South. And that was probably, if you look at the silver lining, the difference is with, as we got some road trains go past, the difference is that if we hadn't have hit the Kangaroo, if we hadn't have gone to Adelaide...
We wouldn't have gone to R.M. Williams and got new clothes.
That's true, we wouldn't have got new clothes at R.M. Williams, but we wouldn't have got to Lake Eyre North, as in Lake Eyre, because that was still closed.
True.
So we wouldn't have actually got out there, so we would have only seen the one of the two Lake Eyres.
Yeah.
So silver linings.
Definitely.
And we got to spend, honestly, there was just so many epic things we saw. It's incredible. I hope you've really enjoyed the series half as much as we've enjoyed doing it. It's just been an epic series, and we've got a lot more coming.
I know. So just to recap, if you want to go back and watch, if this is the first episode that you've watched of the series, you need to go back because we've gone through Nyngan, we've gone through Menindee Lakes, we've gone through... Have we forgotten? We've gone through Adelaide.
Overland Corner.
Overland Corner, that was amazing. How come I forgot Overland Corner? Obviously, Cooper Pedy, the Breakaways, the Painted Desert.
Oh, it was unreal.
The Unadilla Track, the Pink Roadhouse at Unadilla, William Creek, Lake Eyre North, Lake Eyre South, Farina, Flinders Ranges, Martinswell Homestead.
That was unreal.
Where to from there? Where did we go to from there?
Back up here then.
And then Broken Hill, Tibooburra, back to Broken Hill, and back to Cobar, and we snaked our way up to Goondiwindi and to here, and now it's home. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.
And if you want to catch up, I'll put a link to this entire series at the end of this video.
Excellent.
Thanks, and we'll see you soon.